Go, my what I watched in April video. I actually might be getting this up on time, which is a fucking shocker. I'm looking at my Letterboxd account right now, and I was actually originally going to just show you guys my Letterboxd account on screen, which I'm actually probably going to start doing that from here on out. It's just this month was kind of, I don't know, how should I put it, a little fucky. But my top 4 of the month, just from what I've watched, rewatches, everything that I've watched. I always do it on Letterboxd. It's something that I do every month. It's just my top 4 of the month. Challengers, Parasite, Civil War, and Pusher 2, which you actually won't see Parasite in this pile because you just won't. But my watch pile was actually pretty small this, time around because I have watched a lot of miniseries and TV shows. Like I'm watching Succession, I've been watching Fallout, and I feel like I had something else to say. What else am I watching? I've been watching, oh yeah, I watched The Pacific, but that'll actually be on this. And also, I have I announced a new short film called Zen. I'll talk about that soon. Actually, I'll probably just say I'll talk about that soon in every video, and then probably not. But let's go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and get into the DVDs real quick. Something's Wrong with Aunt Diane. I actually bought this on Amazon before I realized that I could just watch it for free on YouTube. And that's how I ended up doing. I watched it for free on YouTube, and I tried to cancel this, and I didn't. I'm not going to lie, I usually enjoy most documentaries that I watch, but I was not the biggest fan of this one. I had a hard time getting into it, and I know that sounds really horrible just because of the subject matter that this documentary is presenting, but it wasn't that. It was just sort of the layout of the documentary and the presentation. It's really hard for me to explain. I feel like there was a way it could have been done better, and honestly, I would probably just rather watch a YouTuber talk about the events that transpire with this specific case, but I won't say too much about it. I'll just let you guys check it out for yourselves. How the fuck did this get in here? Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I promise you, I did not watch this month, although my son really loves Thomas the Train. Like, he is obsessed with Thomas the Train. He's obsessed with Thomas the Train to the point to where he calls himself Choo Choo. And he's only 2.5, but he calls himself Choo Choo. I'm telling you, these kids, they take over. Shiva Baby. This film is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty short, 74 minutes long, and this is the directorial debut of Emma Seligman, I think. She also has another film out called Bottoms, which I have not seen yet, but this film is actually pretty cool because it's set basically in one location. It's a dark comedy basically with, these Jewish people at a funeral. Yeah, it's definitely a dark comedy, but it works. It works. And there were some moments I had seen online where people were saying that this was like one of the tensest documentaries they had ever seen. Or not. Why did I say documentaries? One of the tensest films they had ever seen. I didn't get that. There were a few moments where I was like, okay, yeah, this is awkward. But there was nothing too crazy about it. Other than it was a pretty enjoyable movie. I liked it. I thought it was good. I also watched Baby Reindeer, which I made a video about that. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I'm looking at it right now on my Letterboxd. Oh, this stuck to it. I haven't even opened this one yet. But Strange Way of Life. I actually saw this in theaters, but I bought the DVD. And that's where I'm going to leave it. The funny thing is, this is 31 minutes long. And I love that Almodovar actually makes short films like this, because I feel like there is a place for like 30-minute long short films. I love it when a director that makes films also does short films. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of, I like it. I like it a lot. It's like you see a director like Almodovar make a short film and you're just like, maybe I should go out and make a short film too. Okay, Blu-rays. Wait a minute. Oh, whatever. Damnation, Bella Tarr. Look, I'm going to talk about Bella Tarr in a separate video, so I probably won't talk about this too much, but this will not be the only time that you hear of Bella Tarr in this video. Honestly, this should have won Best Picture at the Oscars, if I'm being completely honest. It should have, and I think everybody will agree with me. LR, thank you for not recommending this, but basically giving me the courage to spend $30 fucking on this movie. Corn Shucker. Really, this picture right here is all you need to know. Right there. It's fucking perfect. This movie's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It actually has a little bit of charm. It really does. There's just something about it. I would sit down with friends and watch it. I mean, I'm not going to diss on the film. I'm pretty sure it was shot off of like a VHS camera or something. The Black Coat's Daughter. I have been probably obnoxiously obsessed with Longlegs from Osgood Perkins. I cannot wait to watch that movie. It is probably my most anticipated film for the rest of the year. So I just got an itch to watch The Black Coat's Daughter, which I had seen this before, but it's been like 3 years. And I'm not gonna lie, Osgood Perkins is an amazing director. He really is. He's a great director. He knows how to tell a story in a very slow burn type of way without making you lose interest. But Black Coat's Daughter is one of those films that I feel like you're going to get the most out of it during your first viewing. And I'm not the biggest fan of Oz Perkins stuff. Like The Pretty Little Thing That Lives in the House, I have not watched that yet, but Hansel and Gretel, or Gransel and Hoddle, Gretel and Hansel. I was not the biggest fan of that, but Black Coat's Daughter is very good. It is probably top tier filmmaking in terms of, you know, a horror perspective. I cannot wait for Longlegs. I cannot fucking wait for Longlegs. I have cussed a lot in this video, and I don't know why. Actually, I do. I've noticed that whenever I make a video right after work, I tend to cuss a lot more. Monster. Now, I'm actually going to talk about this director, Koreeda Hirokazu. I pronounce these right whenever I actually try. This was not bad. This was not bad. Again, this was one that I actually missed last year, but it's really good. A mother discovers that her teacher's bullying, what? Oh my gosh, I was reading that completely wrong. After a mother discovers that a teacher's bullying is behind her young son's sudden strange behavior, she storms into his school demanding an explanation. Continually left without satisfactory answers, and with an increasingly distressed child, she furiously escalates her concerns to the school board and the media, but as the story unfolds through a multi-layered perspectives of mother, teacher, and child, the truth gradually emerges and proves much more complex than anyone could have expected. So this is actually told in like different so it kind of does what The Last Duel did, it just from different perspectives. In a way, it's not like that, but it is. It is. It's not, but it is. It isn't, but it definitely is. It's hard for me to explain. This was a complete impulse watch. Me and my wife had not watched an Alfred Hitchcock film in a long time. I've seen like 30 Alfred Hitchcock. I have a video of me talking about like the top 30 Alfred Hitchcock films or whatever, and I might link that down in the description. But I got really excited about David Fincher remaking this film that I went ahead and watched it again. Strangers on a Train. My son is coming in the office, so hopefully he's not being too loud. What up, son? I like Alfred Hitchcock. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Yay. He's a good boy. Although we kind of got in a little argument. Lisa Frankenstein. I bought this on Blu-ray. This was fun. This was actually fun. I did enjoy this for what it was. Although, I'm not going to lie. It's not my favorite thing in the world. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it for what it was. I liked it. I know my wife really loved it. We watched it for date night. Now I have it on Blu-ray. What more can you say? What about it, buddy? Do you want to say hi? Say hi. Say, I love you, Daddy. Mommy. You love me? Good. Good. He's so sweet. Here we go. Witchfinder General. Buddy, will you shut the door, please? Silas. Silas! Silas! Witchfinder General. This film, look, so I don't mean to be like overly negative. I'm not trying to be negative at all. But this 4K, I don't know if it actually did this film any favors because this is a good film. Yay! This is a good film. It is. I enjoyed it. It's good. It is a solid film, but geez, the costumes in this film are just too clean. It almost looks like all the characters went into like a theater room and just took a bunch of wardrobes, put them on, and walked outside. And it's no excuse because I've seen Blood on Satan's Claw and Zulawski, the devil. So I'm watching you. But it's a good film. If you sort of are into that kind of like, witchy 1600s type of thing, you'll probably enjoy it. You probably will. Workmaster Harmonies. Yeah, another Béla Tarr film. I'm not going to say much other than I love this movie a lot, and I actually had the old, I think it's, I'm trying to remember if it's Studio Canal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But I have the 4K Criterion, which is the best way to watch it. Get this version. Get the 4K. Béla Tarr in 4K. Wow. Just wow. Here's the big boy. The Pacific. The Pacific. This I don't like it better than Band of Brothers. I was actually extremely hooked within the first 3 episodes of this, but then after that it kind of fell off. I'm not gonna lie, and I hate to say it because I usually enjoy most war stuff that I watch, but I mean, I don't know. It was just the first 3 episodes of this I feel like is when it peaked, and then it kind of just went downhill. I mean, that's just my opinion. You might think different, but I enjoy Band of Brothers a lot more than I do this. I would definitely recommend watching Band of Brothers, for sure, for sure. Fallen Leaves, Aki Kaurismäki. This is a director that me and my wife both love. Aki Kaurismäki. We're big Aki Kaurismäki fans. Yeah, this is one of his better films, if I'm being completely honest. It really is. It seriously is one of his better movies. And he's pretty... I mean, the thing is when you watch an Aki Kaurismäki film, you kind of know what you're getting. Like, you know what you're going to get with Aki Kaurismäki. And he kind of fell off the radar there for a while. Like, he would make a film and not many people would really care. But now with Fallen Leaves, I'm so glad that this film is getting a lot of the traction that it deserves. I actually thought it was going to get into Best International Feature for the Academy Awards. Maybe next time. But I would look, Aki Kaurismäki, I would love to see him sort of do something a little bit different next time, though. I'd love to see him maybe try to take a chance at, like, horror or even slapstick horror or something like that. Maybe even, like, a period piece. I just want to see him do something different because I love his style and I love his approach to things. It kind of reminds me of Wes Anderson, but more... I don't know what I'm trying to say, so I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm going to talk about this one last, actually. Possessor. It didn't hold up the second time for my rewatch, and I still liked it. Don't get me wrong, but it's the first time viewing for this is definitely more impactful than the second. And this is a second sight release. This is the 4K. I also watched the short film that goes along with this. Did I watch it this month or did I watch it last month? I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a little gander. Another one of the short films that I watched was Confusions of a Wasted Youth. I watched my film Pesadilla like 4 times. I also watched Thunder Road, the short film. I watched Paddleton, which is on Netflix. Watched a few Andres Veganstev short films. Saw the first Omen in theaters. Watched a band from Broadcast. No, that was in March. No, it wasn't. That was in April. Okay, well, I did not watch the short film that went along with this, but
yes,
yeah,
I did. Actually, I did
4K.
watch it. I just didn't watch it.
I'm a fan of Brandon Cronenberg. I'll watch anything that he does. And last but certainly not least, the Pusher trilogy. This is the Umbrella Entertainment version, the Umbrella Entertainment Blu-ray. Watch these. Get this if you can. I don't know if it could be out of print for all I know right now. But this is one of the most unique trilogies I've ever seen. I actually already have made a video about these, so definitely check it out, please. Just watch it. And that's it. That's what I watched in April. Sort of a shorter version of this. Not really. I mean, it still went on to 20 minutes. But yeah, it was a smaller watch pile, and I don't know if it's going to be smaller or not, because I am getting into miniseries and TV shows. There's just so many that's come out. Also, I do apologize if my office ends up getting like really cluttered. We're moving at the beginning of August, and this is kind of just going to be the area that we put everything that we want to keep. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Definitely check out the description below for my Letterboxd, my Instagram, my Pesadilla trailer teasers, my short film, The Interview. Also, if you want to watch Pesadilla, maybe just hit me up on Instagram, and we might be able to make that happen. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take it easy. See you next time. Say bye, Solace!